And 2 months later, when I had not heard from the courts, I realized, hey, I got a shot of winning this thing. So I went ahead and settled the debts that were created by the officer's felony from 2012 by dividing my business into two separate chunks. One portion went to a man who is actually a Chinese national, and he now owns a corporation here in the States. The other portion, I attempted to develop a non-profit corporation, which would have been the only legal way that I could maintain employment in the USA with my legal status. The legal status I'm claiming with the United States Department of Justice is that of sovereign entity, with the definition being a person who, upon reaching or passing the age of majority, elects to renounce their U.S. citizenship based on the criminal acts committed against them by public officials. So that's one of the reasons why I carry a USB stick with me, which has, in fact, all the evidence described on my site, which has been collected and submitted in accordance with the federal rules of procedure.
Do you want to state your site?
Yeah, chanceprose.com. It's spelled chanceprose.com. Pro se is the term for practice of law for oneself. I choose to redefine that as the practice of law with my foot stuck up their ass.
Okay.
So engagements that I've undertaken to date include the R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company, the American Bar Association, the Federal Reserve, and the U.S. DOJ, among others. With an interesting note here, let's go to the Federal Reserve real quickly. Everybody knows that the U.S. dollar is completely worthless, but in conjunction with my defense of two suits from two different tobacco companies, I have argued in use of the Federal Rule of Procedure 103, Subdivision C, which states clearly, if information exists in the public record, then it exists as part of your defense of your case or as prosecution of your case, whichever side you might be on. So the basis is very simple. Because the U.S. government can only prove that this bill is worth the cost of manufacture, I therefore have argued that it is actually more valuable when my website is applied. Because on my website, it's likely you'll learn something useful to you about the law. It's not going to cost you anything, and I don't generate any revenue from it. So now, if in fact the U.S. government could prove me wrong on that, would I have been flipping off the White House for the last 17 days? Just saying.